Parabens, sulfates, mineral, my parabens, sulfates, mineral, my parabens, sulfates, mineral, my Hey kittens, it is Sugar, and I'm here to do another video. So this has been coming up a lot for me lately, and I decided to do a video about parabens, sulfates, mineral oil. Actually, it's going to be a series of videos because there's just too much to talk about in one video. So this video is just going to be all about parabens, what parabens are, and the controversy over them. So stay tuned to hear all about parabens. Parabens are a preservative used in cosmetics, and they've been around for a very long time. So we're talking 50, 60 years that this ingredient has been used in cosmetics. And what it does is, I said it's a preservative, but it specifically keeps bacteria from growing in your cosmetics. And that's why you're able to have a face cream or a foundation or anything liquidy that can last up to 24 months because there's preservatives in it to keep bacteria from growing in it. Otherwise, we'd have to keep it in the refrigerator, or we would have to throw it out every month or two. And you can imagine how expensive that would be. Thank God for technology, right? Right. So what is the controversy over parabens? Well, apparently there was a study that was done about 5 or 6 years ago, a scientific study that was done that found that parabens had a direct correlation to higher levels of estrogen produced in the body. And why is this bad? Why is the parabens estrogen correlation a bad thing? Well, it's made people really nervous because when you have higher levels of estrogen in the body, it can lead to higher risks for female forms of cancer or other female problems like hormonal imbalances, PCOS, sometimes infertility, things of that nature. Now let's get a little bit of a reality check here because that's pretty scary. I did a bunch of research on this before making this video, and what they have found is that the parabens at most, okay, have an equal reaction in the body when it comes to estrogen levels as soy. If you eat a lot of soy, say you're a vegetarian or a vegan, or you just happen to really like soy, if you eat a lot of soy and you're not having the elevated estrogen side effects from eating soy, then the parabens most likely are not going to be an issue for you. The lower the dosage of parabens in the body, the less of an issue. So the only time that this really becomes an issue with elevating your estrogen levels is when there's extreme amounts of this paraben chemical found in your body. So what are ways that we can do to keep from getting extreme amounts? Well, one, wearing less cosmetic products or products that have parabens in it. The number one thing that they found had the highest level of parabens was perfume, fragrances. So it's not necessarily your skincare, it's not necessarily your makeup, it's actually perfume and body spray has the highest level of parabens in it. And in this study, they did a study of pregnant women, and the women that wore more perfume and body spray had the highest levels of parabens. Secondly, parabens are released from the body through your urinary system. For the less fancy, we pee it out. So drink more water. If you're dehydrated, way more toxins in your body if you're not drinking enough water. So simply drink more water and your body will naturally detoxify just from drinking water. So that's, two easy things. Either wear less makeup or less fragrance, or just drink more water. And then finally, this was a single study. So all of this controversy is coming from a single scientific study. And I think that's really important. Most of us in the layman world who aren't scientists, we don't necessarily know how studies work and things of that nature. But for something to be proven as scientific fact, it takes more than one study. In fact, it takes years and several hundreds, sometimes even thousands of studies to say, all right, there's enough evidence that this does what it says it does. And this all came from a single study. There has not been any more studies to back up the evidence of the fact that parabens raise your estrogen levels. Now, there could be a lot of reasons for that. It could be that those studies have been suppressed. That's possible if you want to go to, dark world, evil conspiracy theories. I mean, it's a possibility. Thirdly, it could be that it's just not a significant interest to the scientific community, so there hasn't been a lot of studies done. But I think it's really important to note that this is all stemming from a single study. So take that with a grain of salt, is that this is all coming from a single study. And in closing, I think the best thing for you to do is be informed what parabens do, why they're in your products, and make the decision for yourself. Are you going to use products with parabens in them? It's really common. If you start reading ingredient labels on your cosmetics, it's in everything. Everything. Unless it's specifically a brand that purposely says that they do not use parabens. And I'm going to put links down in the down bar. I'll have links on some of the articles that I've researched for this video. I will also have links of companies that are paraben free and try to be all natural. Also, while I was doing research on the use of parabens and why they're used and things of that nature, parabens are plant-derived. They are a plant-derived mineral or preservative, and some of the articles stated that companies that don't use parabens have to go find a synthetic version to replace it, and that may or may not be better than the paraben itself. So that's something else to bear in mind. Just because you're not using something with parabens in it doesn't mean that the ingredient in that is going to be good for you either. I think the best thing for you is just to educate yourself, know what's in your products, read the ingredients of products that you're putting on your skin and your body, because your skin is the biggest organ in your body. And I don't think we think about it as an organ. We're so concerned with our heart, our kidneys or liver, but we don't think about our skin. But your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it's the #1 way to either put in toxins or release toxins is through your skin. And I'll leave you on that note. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment down below and subscribe. Will you continue using products with parabens in it or not? Let me know. Resistance is futile. Join the collective. The Bad Kitten Collective. Bye guys!